Have you ever been with a group of people having a conversation or being out socialising, and then all of a sudden, two or more of them start to speak in a foreign language? You're going, what's going on here? Now, there could be a number of reasons why they decided they had to speak in a foreign language around you. It could be because they want to keep a secret, and instead of whispering, which is rude, it's rude to whisper, so they just talk in a foreign language so you can't understand what they're saying. Or, more is the case, sometimes their English may be their second language and they don't know how to express what they want to say, so then they'll start to talk amongst themselves in their native language to fully express themselves, which is fine. But all of a sudden you find yourself out of the conversation because you don't understand what's being said around you. Who's been in that situation? I know I have, and it's a very, very weird situation to be in. Hi, I'm Tim Cooper and I'm the founder of Wellness Business Breakthrough. And in today's video, we're going to talk about speaking so that your clients feel like they're understood. In my first video in this series, in the How to Make Your Website Work For You series, in the first video of that, I discussed about what you shouldn't put on your web page. Like, you shouldn't put on all the techniques, and you shouldn't just be talking about you and what I know, I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that. I said you should be talking about the benefits that your treatments bring, like what are going to be the outcomes of the treatment. But how do you go about that? How do you speak so people understand, and how do you convey that when they hit that website in that first few seconds that they realize that, yes, this is the solution for me, this is going to help me? Well, number one is you avoid industry babble, okay? So get rid of the techno babbles, don't use industry terms, don't use medical terms, don't use any term or word that a 6-year-old wouldn't understand. Bring it back to basics. Talk so people can understand you. The problem is that it doesn't matter what industry people are in, when they're talking, they are talking as if they are speaking to another professional in that industry. They're using terms and vocabulary that only somebody else who is in the industry or has experienced the industry would understand. And so therefore, you're discounting basically everybody else, okay? So the poor old common person on the street has no idea what all these terms mean, and they don't know how to translate those terms into how your treatments can actually help them. So that's rule number one. Speak in everyday language, okay? Speak in language that the person off the street will understand. And then number two, most importantly, make it benefit driven. Talk about what they are going to get out of it and not so much what you're going to do in order to facilitate that. You've got to understand that people make decisions based on emotions first, and then they come back and they rationalize it later. But you know, you might think that somebody's coming to see you with a sore back, and that's the problem. And that is the problem. But what is that sore back stopping them from doing? What is, the emotional drive for them to come and get that sore back fixed? What is that back stopping them from enjoying? You've got to enter the conversation that's already going on in the client's mind. Now, there's a couple of concepts here that if you nail this, it's going to change your business forever. It's going to change the way you communicate with your clients, and it's going to change the way your clients relate to you. And number one is you've got to enter the conversation that's already going on in their head. And number two, I can't remember the source of this particular quote, but I love it. And it says, if you can describe somebody's pain better than they can themselves, then they automatically and subconsciously credit you with having the solution. So if you can describe the problems, the pain, the suffering, and put into words and say it articulate it very, very clearly, then you're demonstrating that you actually understand what they're going through, and they're going to start to build that trust with you a lot quicker. And they're going to believe that if you understand their pain, then you must also understand the answer. So what to say? Well, a good way to do it is just to get on Google and start to type into Google things that are related to your industry, but not so much. So what do you want to rank for? Are you a specialist in back pain? Do you do headaches? Do you do fibromyalgia? It doesn't matter what you specialize in, but start to enter into Google search terms like headache, lower back pain, and as you type that in, a little suggested box will drop down in the Google search and it will actually show you what people are actually searching for. This is a good place to start when you're thinking about what are those words going to be on your front page when people open up. What's that message going to be? Is it going to be get relief from back pain now? How to get relief from back pain? Go do some research. Find out what is happening. Also, when you do your Google research, look at the pages, the top results, not the ads. Don't look at the ads. People are paying money to be there. But look at the top results, because chances are these people have put a lot of time and money into testing and trying different things to get to the top result in that search. So if you look at their pages, look at the things that they've got included, look at the way that they title their page, the description of their page and what they say, because chances are they've got it right. And model of it. Don't copy, but model of it. So that's the message for today, is think benefit driven. Here's an example. A golfer comes to you with a sore, stiff back. And as a result of the sore, stiff back, he's not hitting the ball straight anymore because he can't get through his swing, and he's not driving the ball as far as his friends. Now, when he's out playing golf, his friends are having a bit of a go at him. They're having a bit of a dig. They're calling him a bit of a girl. You know, he can't hit the ball straight, can't hit the ball long. He's being outdriven, and it's really getting to him. So when he comes to see you to have his back released, he's not coming to see you because he's got a stiff, sore back. And he's probably not even coming to see you because he can't drive the ball far or that he's hitting it crooked. He's coming to see you because he's sick and tired of his golf buddies giving him a hard time because he can't hit the ball straight. It's his ego. Like he looks silly. And as I said in the previous video, if people are scared of things more than wasting time and money, it's looking silly. And it's hurting him at an emotional level. See, you've got to understand that people are motivated by emotion. And you've got to tap into that. And when you tap into the emotion, and when you look at what you can bring them, so what is the outcome? Do they want to get back in the garden? Why do they want to be out in the garden? So they want to be in the fresh air, they want to see the beauty, they want to have that creative, what they create, they're creating this beautiful landscape and they want to go out there and enjoy it. Okay, so if they've got a sore back, they may not be able to out there and do the weeding, and so the garden starts to look a bit run down, they get depressed. Now the back pain could be giving them grief. And the back pain is definitely stopping them from getting out into the garden. But their main motivating drive is emotionally based. They are feeling sad inside because now their garden isn't looking as beautiful as it could and it's not bringing them the joy. Okay, so once again, if you get those concepts right, look at take that into consideration when you're sitting down to write the content for your website. Speak as if you're speaking to a person off the street with that particular problem, not that you're speaking to a professional in your industry. Okay, speak specifically to them. Use a lot of you and your, and talk to them at that level using plain language. Make it emotionally driven, make it benefit driven, and make it relate. And then people will relate to what you're saying, and they'll pick up the phone because they'll believe that you have the answer to their problems. Okay, that's it for today. Once again, if you found this information useful, please like, share, and comment below. That always helps. It helps me understand that I'm bringing you the information that you need and it's useful to you. Also, if you've got any questions at all, please send me an email at tim@wellnessbusinessbreakthrough.com. That's tim@wellnessbusinessbreakthrough.com, and we'll get that answered for you either by email or I'll make a video for you. Okay, that's it for the day. Keep an eye out in your inbox for the next quick marketing tip.